So in the operation theater module, we will have the process or workflow in this manner. So first the PAC requisition will come either from OPD or IPD, and after that the PAC result entry will happen, and the OT list rising will happen, and the same thing will be validated. The patient acceptance will happen. After that, the record related to the anesthesia will be entered. Then the when the operation is conducted, the surgery is completed, the operation related record entry also will happen. After surgery, then the post-op information also will be updated. The post-op care unit also will update the information for that patient. And then after that, the patient will be sent back to the ward from the OT. So this is the process that will happen. So now let us move step by step. So this is the first step, the rising of PAC requisition. So PAC requisition can be raised by anyone, either by the nurses or the doctors. So in the OT module, you have to go to the PAC requisition menu option. After that, the CR number has to be entered for the patient. Then if you click on the go button, it will show for that particular patient what all episodes are there recorded. So that will show. So for which episode this PAC requisition is required, that will be selected here, and you click on the PAC requisition. You select the patient, and then after that you will see what is the anesthesia suggested for that patient, whether it is a general anesthesia or a local anesthesia. So that will be indicated here, and you will also have to indicate the surgery that is required. So propose that also will be selected here. You have to select the operation related information and you drag it to the right side, and then you click on the save button here. So after that, a printable report will come for the PAC requisition. So it will contain all the patient related information and the PAC related information here. So here the PAC requisition list option will be there. If you click on it, it will show whatever requests that have been received for the PAC. Those all will be appearing here. So here we have one request here, and if you click on it, it will go to the next stage. So once the PAC requisition has been raised, then the PAC result entry will have to be done. So normally this process will be done by the anesthesiologist. So anesthesia doctor will select the department and all that. So, and he will see the list of all the requests that have been received. And after selecting the patient, then they will choose the option of entering the details related to the examination. So the patient examination information with reference to PAC will be entered here. So after clicking the examination, it will open the template for updating the information. So these are all the templates that we have received. So if there is any requirement for modifying these templates, we can add more details. But this is a standard template that we have already configured. So after entering the examination related information by the anesthesiologist, it will also require the anesthesia technique related information, all that. So, and the doctor will click on the save button. So the after that, they have to select on the finalize the PAC. So after entering the finalize PAC option, it will ask whether the patient is fit or not. So if a patient is fit, then fit to be reviewed a day before OT, or to be investigated and optimized. So that information can be indicated, and after indicating the remarks, so it will be saved. So this is the checking the status of the PAC result entry after selecting the department and all that. So here in the status, we will select whether there are any closed cases or active cases or review cases. So all those things, cases listing can be seen by the status here. So after that, the patient case will appear here. So if there is any review to happen, then the patient case can be reviewed. If a patient was not fit for that, so that thing can be done. So here, after selecting the patient case, so whether it's a fit patient or unfit patient or emergency patient. In case of an emergency, the directly patient can be accepted here. So normally it is done by the nursing staff in the OT. So the patient will be selected, and the information related to the operation will be entered here. Based on the request that we have already received, so that operation information is already available here. And then the information related to the whether it is an elective operation or an emergency operation, or the surgery, surgeon related information, operation theater related information, all these things will be indicated along with the instructions. And after that, this case will be saved for OT request raising. This is for the patient acceptance. Once the PAC related data entry has been done, so the patient has to be accepted. So the nursing staff in the OT will go to the patient acceptance menu in the OT module, and they will select the patient, and after that they will click on the accept option. So this is basically an acceptance in the OT. So now again, after accepting in the OT, before conducting the surgery, the anesthesia record entry has to happen. So the anesthesiologist will click on the anesthesia record entry, and the patient case will be selected here, and after that they have to click on the anesthesia technique related information to update the information. This is the same template that has appeared in the PAC stage also. So they will update the anesthesia technique related information, and after that they will save the case. So once the case has been selected for finalization, the details cannot be updated for that. So this has to be updated after entering all the details. So now the anesthesia part has been completed. The patient will be there in the for the surgery. So after the surgery has been completed, the details related to the surgery will have to be updated. So the surgeon will have access to this option, this menu. So they will click on the operation record entry, and they will filter the cases by department and date and all that, and then they will select the case, the patient case, and then they will click on add operation data, operation details. So here the template will open for updating the surgery related information. So they will have the tabs here. So where this operation has been done, what is the final operation that has been done, who are the team involved in it, the timings of the surgery, and then we have some other information also here. If a surgeon wants to see any investigation reports of the patient in the OT, so they will also have access to all the investigation reports also. So here, when the investigation reports option is selected, all the investigations that are available for the patient, they will be available. They can check it there itself. So after that, the operation record entry related information can be finalized clicking on the by clicking on the finalize button. So now the surgery information part also has been completed. Now it will come to the post-operation related orders. So here the post-op orders will be selected. So the nursing staff will normally operate this menu option, the post-operative orders, and after that they will filter the cases, and by selecting the patient, they will enter the details here. So this is the template available for the post-op related orders. So the operation details will appear, and then the patient condition, drug detail, fluid detail, the remarks related to the patient, like instructions and all those details can be updated here. So these templates are all configurable. So based on the inputs that we received, this can be further updated. So after that, they have to click on the save button so that the post-op related information also are updated. So this is the final remarks that have to be updated in the post-op care unit, and they will finalize this. So after that, once the surgery has been completed, post-op related information has been updated, so the patient will be sent back to the ward. So here, simply by clicking on the send patient to ICU option, the nurse will select the case and then simply click on the send button. So automatically this patient will get reflected in the ward from which the patient has come to the OT. So automatically they will reflect back to the ward from where they have come. So this is the process for the OT and anesthesia. We will also have the minor OT related tab here. So in minor OT, there is a difference here. So we don't have to admit the patient here. So directly the minor OT related information can be filled for the patient. So let us see how it happens for the minor OT. So by clicking on the minor OT, the menu option here, the patient CR number can be entered directly, and the patient information will come. And after that, what is the operation that has to be done under minor OT, that has to be selected. So for that, we have to click on the plus button. Then it will show all the department wise operations that are available in the master data. So that will appear here. So those minor OT surgeries can be selected here. And after that, some information related to that surgery, like the room or theater where this has to be done, the OP side and OP date. So all those things will have to be updated. And after that, click on the save button. So this will finalize the minor OT related request. So after that, once the minor OT request has been generated successfully, the offline minor OT, minor operation related details have to be updated here. So here we will select the patient here. So after selecting the patient, it will contain the request related information already, and it will have a small template to update the information. So who has done, where it has been done, the final summary, all these things will have to be updated here or confirmed. So that is all in the minor OT. Minor OT is just a small procedure that can be directly handled. It has not much interlinkages with IPD and all that. So there is also another process where sometimes the operation has to be, the scheduled operation has to be either cancelled or it has to be rescheduled. So what has to be done in those cases? So here the dealer has to select on the operation cancellation or rescheduling option here, menu option. So after that, by filtering the options, they will zero in the patient here. And after selecting the patient, the status, the proposed status has to be updated here. Whether the scheduled operation has to be cancelled or postponed. So that option can be selected here. In case of cancellation, it will directly, after saving, it gets cancelled. If it is postponed, you click on it, postpone, and then it will ask what is the next schedule that has to be planned. So after selecting the postpone here, it will ask what is the next schedule date and what are the reasons why it has been either postponed or cancelled. So that reasons can be indicated and the case can be saved. So that's all in the operation theater.